Here he comes from inside his own 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. On the run, it's Hill. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play. Let's take a minute and think about Tulane. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they...
Oh, he's got some space. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Tulane just a few inches away might take a shot on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's McClure. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Using his legs, it's Green. Guys, let's take a second here and talk about Tulane. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything they need.
Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Tulane.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Got the quick completion. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? He'll off one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Willis. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field.
Touchdown, Syracuse. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Hill. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
The Green Wave lining up facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's McClure. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
There he goes. Gets it past the marker. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Stanford. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Grab behind the line. It's Willis. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Now he'll fire back into the middle. It's caught. It's a running room. He's at the touchdown orange. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
No reason to risk trying to field that one. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Green. Sweet cut there. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Gets it out fast. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got a man. It's Hill. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can...
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Wide out trying to get in. Touchdown, Green Wave. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Willis. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Caught near the sticks. It's Russell. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. He lobs one high down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Release to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Willis. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. It'll be a draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's caught downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes. So you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, We got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete! And he got it right to the doorstep before he was knocked out of bounds at the 1.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Green. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play. One more snap coming before halftime. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Looking for room at the 40. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I really like how the quarterback was just able to turn the page that time, right? On first down, he got sacked. And now it's second, and it's long, and it's an obvious passing situation. A lot of guys would be worried they're going to get sacked again. Clock's going off. This guy was just poised. He saw a lane. He took off. And not only did he get a couple of yards, he picked up the first down. This guy needs to keep scrambling.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Syracuse lines up on third and short. They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Terrell. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch.
Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Alabama is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 25 over the Rebels. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Now they'll try the right side. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lost to fire on second down. Buys a little time with his feet. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Yeah, and the QB, tell you what, he does a good job of buying time, scrambling outside of the pocket to the left, but the defense holds true, understands their responsibilities. I can't just leave my guys deep. Good coverage, which leads to the overthrow.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch on the left. Running free. Touchdown, Tulane. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's terrible. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. The quick out. Got a little space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Here's the pressure. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
On the snap, it's Hill. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got the 1st down and more. Turning it on. Touchdown, Green Wave. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Got it in the middle. It's Tremble. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I love this defense continues to get home and bring pressure. Another sack, their 3rd sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure, and it's working. Do not stop.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
21.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, the next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Looking downfield on first down. They've got the screen set up. Across the 25. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Green Wave. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive now.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Willis. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it. The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Holman. Finds his tight end. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Can't get him to the ground. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Tulane comes to the line needing less than a yard on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They go to the ground. Jukes his way for more. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Russell. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. On first down, here comes this offense. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Touchdown, Orange!
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He'll set up to throw. It's incomplete as the two-pointer fails, and I guess unless they were concerned about games of chance, there wasn't really a reason to try to do that, but this game is over. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.